Good morning. I am going to do a quick first impressions on my new tires that I bought for my gravel bike. They are the Continental Terra Speeds. They're a 40 millimeter width. Um, so I bought this bike like a couple of years ago or a year ago. It was a pandemic bike. Somebody bought it during the pandemic. Didn't end up riding it. I got it. So it was in pretty good shape. It came with the stock Giant tires, and since it was pretty much brand new, I rode these even though I read horrible reviews about them. I got about 1,500 miles out of them. And to be honest, it's not like I'm an expert rider. I'm like an everyday rider. They seem to feel okay. They did seem a little harsh, like very hard tires. But, I did fine on them. I played with some PSI and went with what was best for me. Which I think it was in the 60s for these. I tried lower PSIs and they just didn't feel as good. But so eventually I upgraded. I got these for about 40 bucks each at REI when they had the 20% coupons and stuff like that. And I guess they got great reviews online. I read a bunch of them. I mean, the only things I heard were that weren't so good was they supposedly wear out pretty quickly. But I figure, even if I get a year out of them, I don't care. I mean, 100 bucks a year for tires for something I love to do, not a big deal. So far, I've only got about 100 miles on these. But I just want to give a quick update. So installation wise, I've only ever done one tubeless tire before, and it was on my fat bike, and it was a real pain. These went on super easy. I mean, it really took nothing at all to get them to, set the beads and stuff like that. So they were fine. As far as PSI, these are more comfortable at like 50 PSI for me. And so far they've done great. I mean, again, I guess the thing will be as I keep riding, how much quicker they wear out. Like I said, the Giants that, these are like 1,500 miles. They still have tread on them, but they also weigh about at least, I think, 200 grams more than each of these tires. So I mean, they do feel really good. They feel a little bit lighter, although, I'm sure some of that's, you want the new tires to feel lighter and you want them to feel better. They definitely feel more compliant. Maybe because I could run these at a little bit lower PSI, but they almost feel slower. It's hard to explain. But I'll show you a ride that I did recently, one of the rides after I got these on here that I do very regularly, where that didn't translate into Strava, for example. Like, I was faster in almost every segment that I encountered on that ride on these tires. So generally, so far, I'm very pleased. But again, it's 100 miles. To me, if they last, they at least, if I could get this year out of them, 1 year, if I have to buy another set, not a big deal. If they wear out in 300 miles, that might be different. And then again, we'll see durability. So far, obviously, I haven't ridden it that much to really experience any flats or anything like that. So hopefully I'll continue to do that. I will be doing Rasputitsa this year in Vermont. So that's a few months away. So I'm hoping there's still, again, hopefully there'll be plenty of tread, but I'm expecting to have these tires on there for that. So we'll see. But I'm going to go and show you just a little image of the Strava segment. All right, so to continue, so this was a ride I did, one of the few rides. I mean, like I said, I have about 100 miles on these tires. As you can see, I mean, I improved on almost every segment. I got PRs on almost every segment. And, I think I put in about the same effort. I mean, it felt, I don't have a power meter, but I'm just a regular rider. I'm not like an expert or winning races or anything like that. And in that one ride, I could tell, and I couldn't tell when I was riding it because, again, it felt like it feels a little bit slower, maybe because of the compliance of the tires or whatever. But when I came home and I uploaded my ride, I was like, wow, that's actually pretty impressive. And I've ridden this route hundreds of times with this bike, actually. So it's just the difference in tires. And like I said, the tires were easy to mount. They weighed exactly what it said on the box or close enough, which were about 200 grams lighter than each of the the front. Each tire was about 200 grams lighter, so I probably saved some weight there. But yeah, so far so good. Good first impressions, and when I get some longer miles on them or get more miles on them, I'll do another little video, say how it went, like when it's close to either wearing out or if I discover something new with them that is worth reporting. All right, have a good one.